Welcome everyone to Price Action Live for September 25th, 2025. I'm one of your humble traders, Tom Hartman, alongside Mike NQ Sniper Christensen, co-founder and CSO of Traders Pulse. We'll be joined today, hopefully by futures farming.
Futures farming.
Yeah, just one second here. I just heard myself in my ear on the live stream on another channel. So we'll see if we can get some technical difficulties solved here, and futures farming will be here in a bit. But just to remind you guys that up to 4 days a week at Price Action Live, we trade in front of you using the advanced trading software known as Traders Pulse. It's the epic software that upgrades your trading. So whether you're trading stocks, futures, options, or crypto, Traders Pulse has got you covered. And today, we're going to be trading prop firm accounts in what appears to be a world is crumbling situation. The sky is falling. Look at that move on the NASDAQ.
This is a sell-off, I'll tell you what. I mean, we've been kind of expecting a retrace for some time now, but this is the overnight sell-off was already at 1%. So we're a little over 1.2% down for the day, or from yesterday's close. I was expecting that we might try to attempt to close some of this gap, but it just keeps selling. So I'm going to go ahead and keep adding to a short here. In the meantime, we are waiting for farming futures to join. We're having a little bit of a technical difficulty there in that his computer is just struggling to connect to our systems.
Yeah, these things happen. Live stream is where you're making the sausage in front of everyone, so we take that. What is fun though is I'm now having a what am I going to call that? When you missed that trade on 2 Fridays ago, and you were still in it. Well, that's how I feel right now, because I was in this short all the way since 6 p.m. last night, and I could have kept my two NQs open and made an extra few thousand this morning. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. We take what we take. You get what you get, and you don't get upset. That's what I tell my kids.
That's true.
That's what I'll tell myself.
It's a good attitude to have. The market's going to do what the market's going to do. Sometimes we can't participate. Sometimes we can. So I'm going to take a little bit of this profit off the table here. There we go. Because I'm still expecting buyers are going to show up here at some point. I mean, we're very oversold by now. So let's see if we can get a little bit of a retrace to VWAP, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Yeah, we are right at my daily level here of 24,442. So I traded until the level of 24,610, thinking to myself, ooh, pretty clever, pretty smart. This is what we were talking about. I think yesterday was one of those levels we were targeting. So we got there on the overnight, and then it continued from 610 down to 442. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's so painful. Now, the next level I have down from here is, if we're not counting the 3-month VWAP, would be 24,157, which is totally possible. But generally speaking, what I found on the NASDAQ is when we hit that daily level, we do get a bounce at least back up to EVWAP, which in this case would be 618. So if we get something like that, I'd be pretty happy, because we are in severely oversold territory.
Totally
Mike is doing the negative RR strategy, which has been serving him well. He's already up on the day-to-day, which is, frankly, Mike, not something I'm normally used to for you on Price Action Live. I'm used to seeing you down, 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 and then up, come out swinging, Peter Parker style, pushes the rubble off his shoulders, ready to save the world. But
That's
you're
true.
just
I
like,
usually have a hole I have to dig out of, which is never fun.
right.
This time I actually just put on a little micro trend following trade. I didn't actually do any scalping just yet. I'm not quite ready, just because ATR was so high. I don't really want to get whipsawed out immediately. So I'm kind of waiting for things to calm just a little bit, and then I might take this rejection off of VWAP if we can find one.
I am very happy with what I've been learning on Price Action Live, folks. Not to brag, but I did pass my first eval account earlier on this week, and today, following the same strategy I've been developing over the last couple of days, I was able to add another 5,000 to the account last night. And so the idea here is that if I'm on Topstep, so I make $150 for the next 3 days, I can go ahead and ask a payout. My big question right now is, do I aim for $10,000 in the account so that I could get the max payout of 5,000 on the XFA that I'm on right now, or do I just sit on my laurels, make the 150 next 3 days, pull out my my 50%, and be happy that I paid for all my eval accounts and made some profit?
I think we've been here before. It's usually a question of, are you taking outsized risk to go for that max profit, or are you trading the same way? I mean, sure, if you can stay consistent and still get to that top number, then go for it. So that means that it's really kind of up to your trades and what the market's going to give you to determine what you're going to do next, right?
Well, what's floating around in my mind is the interviews you've done with some prop firm traders and the stuff we've seen online, where you're up, lose all the accounts. And so I go, well, this is a very bird in hand, two in the bush sort of situation. And part of me goes, well, the smart thing to do is just to take the money, but I still have to trade to get 150. Now, the other day when I had to pass my eval, I was off by $16.
Okay.
And in order to get that $16, I lost 500. And then I have to make that 500 back and then still get that extra money. So I go, this 150 I have to make the next 3 days is a perfect opportunity for me to completely blow out the account. Because I found before that doing small trades does not make me less risky. I just take on more risk. I go, well, it's a small position. I could just let this run for as long as possible, completely ignoring what's going on the chart. So that's the dilemma I'm in right now. I should mention here, thank you everyone here who's in the chat for futures farming. We are very eager to get him on board here. He's still trying to log in, and the moment he comes in, we'll toss him onto the chart. So thank you guys for showing up, and I'm sure he very much appreciates it. So, but rest assured, if it doesn't happen today, which it should, he should be able to get on if we're able to fix the technical problems. We're going to be inviting him back as often as he'll have us.
Did get a nice comment here from Aventura Trader today. Man, Trader's Post has me in profit today, all automated. Fantastic. Glad to hear that, Aventura. You know, you've had a lot of strategies running there for some time now. Also got an interesting question here. Hey, just got a subscription and I'm making, can we put that comment back up?
Oh, sorry. I did not see that there. Oh, go ahead. Just click on it.
Now we're competing with each other.
So I won't click.
Okay. Just got a subscription, making and automating my scripts for the first time. However, I'm having trouble converting this indicator and I worked on a strat. Any tips? Yeah, my tip would be to join us on Blueprint on Thursdays, where we can walk through all kinds of different strategy development processes, and check out our show on YouTube as well. We cover a lot of that kind of question. Happy to unpack that a little bit further if you want to hit us up on support@traderspost.io, and we can dig in and see what's happening there, how we might be able to help. We don't normally do any kind of script writing or anything like that, so if we can see something at a glance that we can help with, we'll let you know. Otherwise, we can certainly point you in the right direction to some resources that can help. So I just heard back from Futures Farming. We don't know what's going on. We don't know why he's getting to restream and it's just spinning and he's not able to get past that screen. So I'm not exactly sure how to support him either.
He's gonna have to try cookie clearing. That's the only other option.
I mean, he tried incognito mode, so that would be the same thing, right?
It would be, and he tried different browsers. So
he tried, yeah. Well, I didn't ask about different browsers. Let me see if I can get him to try that.
Also,
Patty says, waiting patiently for the farmer. We are too. Thank you, Patty. Stick around for a second here. We'll see if we can get this figured out. In the meantime, we're looking to see if we can try to trade while we're dealing with all this.
Also, Beck, if you're interested, you can go to the Traders Post Discord, where people within the Traders Post community are often eager to help with any sort of strategies or scripts that you're dealing with. So if you head over there, if you're using PineScript, it's a PineScript specific channel, but of course you can toss your message into general and see if anyone bites. Pretty helpful group over there.
Somebody says try Safari browser. On this particular stream, we're on Windows. So we're looking to see if we can get him on his Windows machine here.
Mike, you're in a scalp.
I did the scalp. I did the thing. A little nervous about it. I'm literally I'm wicking. Just right there.
Let's get
it.
Are you long or short?
That one was 25 cents off. I am short.
Okay.
One scalp for the day so far. So
boom.
587 across most accounts.
So guys, just a reminder, we're using Traders Post software, so those accounts are all connected together within the Traders Post backend. So when Mike is sending a signal off of TradingView with the price moving across a line drawing he has on the chart, it sends an alert over to Traders Post in order to execute that trade across all 4 accounts at once. If you've ever been in a situation where you have to manage multiple accounts and you don't have a way of replicating those signals, you know how hard it is having multiple tabs open and trying to execute the trades all at once.
Okay, so we tried again with Safari browser. No luck on Safari.
Same issue.
So I'm asking if he's got something going on locally with his router, some kind of maybe a firewall or something that's preventing these streaming URLs.
Maybe he can log on with his phone.
Yeah. Beck says, thanks a lot. Actually just made a post about it on my TradingView account and it's been blowing up. As a 19-year-old E-Trade brokerage user, you guys are basically the only way to make it possible. Well, I'm glad to hear that that's working out for you. E-Trade is one of the more recent integrations that we've done. So I'm happy to hear that that's working well for you. We definitely like those guys over at E-Trade.
Perfect. And just share your successes and losses with us. Like, we really care about seeing that. So you can do that on the streams. You can do that in the Discord group. We always like to hear it. Traders Post is a software made by traders for traders. You guys you might think to yourself, hey, do they talk about trading when they're not live, when they're not in video content? Absolutely. Daily discussions. All right. I wonder if the market has found support here at the 24,443 level.
The only way, like consolidation here, yeah.
Yeah, I almost want to take a long here and ride this up to VWAP. It's just that the move to 24,593, I guess, doesn't feel big enough for me to take the risk, because we're smack dab between 2 levels, which is Mike's favorite place to be.
I hate
overbought.
I hate it. Stop saying that. Yeah, anytime we're in between a support and resistance area, it bothers me. I like trading from the extremes. If we can trade from resistance, fantastic. There's a very high probability of that happening. And this would have been a fantastic rejection point to trade from if it wasn't 3 o'clock in the morning my time.
Oh, right. Yes, that's right.
Because it all happened in the Asian/London session.
Well, it was great. When the market opened over here at 6 p.m., I had an inkling that we're going to move up to this level, which is the last unmitigated 2-hour VWAP level. So I took a short from over here and just rode that all the way down here, which is just a beauty. I just love VWAP so much, Mike. You've completely changed the game for me.
Same
What
here.
was I doing before?
Such a reliable indicator.
Got to get Brian Shannon on the Trading Bot sessions because, wow, what a
I
great
need
book.
to email him again. So I met him here in Denver. Great guy, a lot of fun, super interesting to talk to. And he said he was down to do a show with us. So I will email him again. He hasn't been very good. He told me specifically he's just been kind of lazy about doing shows lately. So I'm going to have to hound him. He invited me to hound him. I'm going to remind him of that.
First try the carrot, then the stick.
Yeah, right. Okay, it feels like that's a confirmation of rejection. ATR's come down just a little bit, about 15 on the last bar, 22 overall. Still pretty risky to trade here. The candles are still rather large, and my stop loss is at 20 points. So if I take a trade, it's going to be a risky one, and it could be the last trade of the day.
I just don't see me getting into any short unless the price confirms a close below 24,400. Otherwise, like, anything can happen in these support areas.
You want to get out of this consolidation zone. It's a good thing.
Totally.
Good thinking. Yeah.
Shorting from oversold is just, you need brass ones.
Well, I only need 10 points. So, and it can happen pretty fast. Okay, so I got a message from Farming Futures. He says that it could be some kind of router issue. He's restarting that now and giving it a try. We can get him live on the stream here in the next couple minutes. I think everybody would be pretty excited.
Yeah, he could always feel free to try his phone if he just wants to log in that way.
I gave him that suggestion. He said, well, I don't have anything on my phone to watch. And I said, well, you can watch it from your computer, but then, stream from the phone. Might be a little clunky though.
Right.
He said, let me check my router. So I think you prefer that method.
Makes sense. We could spin up a AI version of futures farming. Have enough data of him online. Let's just go ahead, get a picture, get an avatar.
And yeah, we'll make a live AI version of his face.
Hey, can I just have 10 seconds of your voice? No reason.
Let us just train the model real quick. Okay, you were right, Tom. That would have been really bad place to short.
100%. Yeah. 100%.
Yep.
Even if it does work through, it's not a smart trade.
Yeah, that would have been rough. That could have been the last one for the day for me. And I'm on a streak. I don't want to ruin that streak.
Okay, now the next 15-minute candle is starting. Let's see what the story is. It's still bearish. I mean, definitely still bearish, but I'm getting buy signals here.
But very, very oversold. Typically, I'm interested in an area being oversold if it's around -150. My indicator for MACD is throwing off a -210. So this is very oversold at the moment. I mean, even on even using the regression tool on the 2-hour chart shows that price action is way at the bottom of the bands. We're basically at 5 or 6 standard deviations of price movement.
We're in a wick. That's what I'm telling myself. We're in a wick on the daily. So these things, man,
trying to show up. I think we spooked them a little bit though.
I don't
know, Tom, if we want to move over to OBS, we could go that route, but I know everybody's kind of waiting here in the chat already. Peter suggested we move over to our other platform.
Well, maybe wait 1 second. All right, we'll see if I can get him the Video Ninja link just to make sure he connect there, because if he can't, there's no point in stopping the stream.
Okay.
Ooh, look at that bullish move. Who could have seen it except yours truly? Tom did.
Did you take a trade though?
Did. No, no. This is the car wreck happens and betting on the spin of the car. It's okay. I'll take the next trade. Thank you very much.
Okay, first candle close above VWAP there. It's looking pretty bullish. I'm thinking I might take a trade pretty soon here. ATR has actually risen though, so I just got to be careful. All right, nothing new from futures farming just yet. The last message had said that there was some kind of issue with the router, so he's restarting, and we're just waiting for that to happen and for him to try to rejoin.
Peter's setting up a he's gonna log into Restream right now with a Video Ninja link, and if it works for farming futures, we'll pipe him through Peter's computer.
You guys are magic. I love it. I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah. Well, Peter can, not me. All right, let's see here. The thing is, the U.S. session for NASDAQ is such a reversal trade. It's like whatever trade happened overnight, expect the reversal of it, and then the overnight just continues the trend. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, if we're down in the morning, just in the overnight, just do the opposite. Wait for the bounce.
Pretty much, it seems like that happens quite a bit, where most of the move takes place in the overnight, and then you see some kind of retrace of the overnight move during the intraday session. And then the overall move happens over the long run, of course. Okay, I got this link from Peter. Is this now a link we should share with Farming Futures?
Yeah. So Peter is able to log in. He's already waiting here in the backstage. So if he can connect farming, you can pipe him through.
All right, let's see if we can make this work.
All right, if we get this bounce up, I expect this bounce to continue. Like I said, to VWAP, that's 24,581. But that would actually negate the bearish trend here. So we could even move all the way back up to 740. I try not to do that thing where you linearly extrapolate on a sine curve. But this downward pressure seems to be gone for now.
That's good. Yeah, I think it's starting to establish. I think what I want to wait for now is some sort of a pullback on the bullish side, some confirmation that we're going to find support, and then I'll take another scalp to the long side. Okay, I just let him know that we just sent him another link. We'll see where he's at in a moment here. Yeah, I think we found the bottom there.
So you would take a pullback, let's say a pullback to 24,490, let's say, and then try for a long?
Maybe even closer, maybe about 514. I'm going to watch the 8 EMA as my guide.
Oh, yeah, 514. That's exactly the number. Okay. Well, 513.75 for me, basically. All righty. This is the pause in between meteor strikes on the planet where you take a breath, you see who's been decimated, and then you prepare for the tidal wave that's going to get you. I really like Deep Impact. I'm not sure if that's ever come through. One of my favorite movies.
It's a good movie. I watched that.
Does it beat Armageddon? But so many feels.
Bruce Willis, though. Hard to beat. And a young Liv Tyler.
You take care of Gracie. That's your job now. No.
And Ben Affleck being Ben Affleck.
Exactly. All right. Do you know if Farm got the
I
router
said,
reset?
okay, I'm trying to figure this out. No clue what's going on with my router. Hold on one sec.
Okay. God, I loved making my own indicators. That way I know exactly what it's telling me. Exactly what it's telling me. No wondering, no guessing. All right. Might get a little pop in here. So let's see. Let's give it a second.
I'm not sure I'm going to get my pullback. This is looking good.
Yeah. It's looking pretty bullish.
All right, so we definitely changed the slope of VWAP now. This is starting to look a lot more bullish than bearish.
I mean, it could not be, I mean, literally oversold on the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 50 minute, and the 2 hour. It was just like a perfect bounced area.
Agreed. Yeah.
Textbook.
Plus, we had posted a higher low there at 429.
Right.
Okay, so I don't want to get long yet because I'm expecting there's going to be a rejection off of the EVWAP here.
That's right.
But this is almost back up to the high candle of the open. Complete retrace.
This is the tricksy thing of the US session. The Asian session does not do this.
No?
It just does its thing and continues on like it's supposed to. People go, okay, we're all in this direction. Let's just all go in that direction.
I have noticed that the Asian session and London session are more trend-based, but they just take a long time for that trend to unfold, which is fine. I mean, it's great for automation.
All right. Let's see this test with Peter.
ATR is still at 21, so price action is still pretty crazy.
The big news that happened 2 days ago when we had the first big drop is that whole sell signal on the 1 minute was the whole Powell in a economic forum was saying he thinks asset prices are highly valued, which is code for the Fed of overvalued. And then we had a sell off after that. Now the timing of it was different, so I don't know if that's exactly a catalyst. But bad news that happens during a window of weakness where we are in the option expiry period here until the end of the month. Anything could cause this negative gamma towards the downside, where people are forced sellers. So I'm wondering if that's what happened. Like some bad news came out or some uncertainty came from the Fed, some selling started, it is exacerbated to the downside, and now we're where we are. Because if that's the case, then we're going to reverse come October. But until then, ugh.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I unpacked a lot of what the Fed was saying there, so that's good information. Well, for those of you that are sticking around here, bear with us. We're still talking with Farming Futures on Twitter at the moment. It looks like it's some kind of router issue. We're still working through the router issue at the moment and waiting to see if we can get there. All right. I kind of thought EVWAP was going to be a rejection point here, but it's almost posting above it.
I don't know. The whole trade here just seems too dubious. I don't like when we're inside. Let me share my screen here. We're inside what would be a consolidation area over here. So I could see sideways for the session. I'm not seeing the downward move.
Not even for 10 points. That's all I need, Tom. That might have been my little 8 EMA pullback, but I'm hesitant to even go long here. I don't like this as a potential rejection point.
To risk 800, it just seems,
I know, right?
too uncertain.
Yeah. So we're going to wait a little longer here. Honestly, you know, with the way the trading's been going lately, this might be a psychological thing for me anyway. Even if I'm posting profit, I'm almost like, okay, I'm done. I don't want to do anymore. You know, being up 500 for the day is enough for me to say I'm making progress towards the goal, and I don't want to screw that up.
That's right.
Yeah.
I in the middle of my trading last night, I did make a mistake where I treated the funded account so differently. I was so nervous that I just could not stop myself from pressing the button and losing $100 a time every time I pressed that button, even though the price wasn't really moving. I was just so uncertain. Am I on the wrong side? Am I on the wrong side? Am I on the wrong side? And next thing you know, I'm down $1,500. And I was like, no way. No way I'm going to blow this account, and no movement on the screen. So then I just collected my thoughts. Okay, if I'm going to lose, let me just lose following my rules, and then boom.
Aventura says I should lock it in. I would normally agree with you. I've been trying to get to about 1,000 each day. So I feel like I'm halfway there. And if something high probability shows up here, I probably will take it. But we're not there yet. This little weird consolidation around VWAP has me a little spooked. I can't tell which direction it wants to go. It feels like it should be bullish, but I'm going to wait a little bit longer and see where things start to show up on the higher time frame. We have a bit of a retrace here on the 5-minute, which I would normally say could serve as rejection, but then I would want to see price close below the 8 EMA for an 855 retrace and extension. So we're just not there for any kind of trade yet of what I recognize on the charts. I should have gone bullish here, but again, wasn't entirely sure.
That's literally catching a fallen knife. So
exactly. Okay, cool. I think do we have our man here?
Not sure. Let's see.
No,
not yet.
Just Peter.
Messing it up.
Oh, what a letdown.
Yep, I also feel disappointment when I see my brother.
I'm just kidding.
Don't pull back on the natural feeling, okay? That's what Peter engineers. God, I love my brother. All right. Yeah, look at that move. That's retracing.
All right, listen, I'm going for the micros. Let's at least see if we can catch a little bit more of this trend. I won't do the huge scalping trade. I'll do a small micro trade, and we'll see if we can trend follow.
Because getting to 627 should be like a no-brainer.
I think so. I mean, we're starting to fill the gap now. We've already hurdled the high of the open. I mean, there's even some potential that we could go past the low of yesterday and retrace a good portion of this overnight move. Let me just grab the fib retracement tool. We'll measure from the high of the overnight, and that puts the 0618 at 24,650. So we have at least another 650 points before I feel like we've hit the top there.
Yeah, 650. That's exactly the level I would imagine. Get the next level up 650. That's great.
We're all looking at the same stuff, Tom. Nobody's got any special indicators.
I don't know. I feel pretty special, I think. That's what my mom says.
It's all derivatives of price.
I just like how different ways of going about it leads to the same levels.
Same thing, yeah. I totally
because I never use fib ever. I never even touch it, and I never even think about it.
And you don't have to. The numbers show up because we're all looking at the same stuff, and we all believe. You know, it's the big belief that technical analysis in general is a self-confirming bias. I think there's truth to that. I think we're all looking at the same stuff, so we believe there's something there, and then we all trade it the same way. And by we, I mean the collective market, we in all of its complex, adaptive nature.
That's right. Okay, so now we're back up to where I had sold off my trade initially. So this is the point where, so if I had held that position down,
Yeah,
I would have still been holding it, and then I would have retraced back up over here, and I would have felt bad. Then I would feel so bad, I would continue to hold this, thinking, well, we'll go back down, and then we move all the way up to 738, and then I want to jump off a bridge.
got it.
So I'm pretty happy right now.
Hey, we're making good moves here. Last message from Futures Farming is that it's trying again on the router, so we're just waiting a little bit longer. I know we've lost a few viewers here that probably thought we were just faking our stream with Farming Futures, but we promise you, we've got him here. He's somewhere in the interwebs, and we're just waiting for him to connect.
Do you know if you got a chance to try the video ninja link?
Not a chance yet. Let me ask him when he gets back.
Okay.
T ask, is the guest coming on? We hope so. We're working through some technical difficulties now. We'll let you know as soon as we get past this hurdle. Futures Farming had some issues with the internet on his side.
Happens. How many times have I been on stream? My audio just cuts out. Doesn't matter how much I spend for my equipment. Doesn't matter how many times I've used it. I press the button again, and now it doesn't work. Now that we do this, I'll see other people's live streams, and just shows I just regularly watch that I never notice. Oh, they have all the same problems. Their audio cuts out, and their video gets pixelated, and then you're like, wow, I thought this was like a big podcast. Nope, still same problems.
All right, a little bit more of a move here into the gap.
Now we're bullish trend on the 1 minute.
I mean, it's pretty damn bullish on the 5 minute and 15 minute as well. This is looking like an inversion. Good spot to get in would have been 540 actually.
Right, yeah, 540. That's 15-minute VWAP. Yeah, you're right.
So we're just now touching the 0.5 retrace. It's possible we go a little bit further still to the 650. I'll hold on to this little micro trade as long as I can, but it looks like it's trying to consolidate here and potentially reject.
Wait a second. Are you long?
Yeah, I'm long.
Okay, good.
Long to hopefully 650. I'll take it for 50 points if I can get it.
Right.
All right. Futures Farming says he is trying one more thing. So whatever this mysterious thing is, hopefully solves the problem.
All right. Remember we were talking about, was it yesterday or the day before, that Bitcoin did not participate in the new all-time highs or in the rally at all. And my thesis was equities, once the options space has run its course and the upside move has been cleared out, that equities would match Bitcoin on the downside. So I think this is what we're seeing here, that the divergence between equities and Bitcoin is being resolved here.
Interesting.
Now, that's the case, and Bitcoin is still Bitcoin's staying sideways. I would expect. I'm just trying to see if there's a place to enter in here to get that move down to 24,160, because that would be pretty sweet. But this kind of bounce during the day, like, is pretty significant. Like, let me just show my screen here for a second. This level of bounce of bullish behavior matches the type of thing that we see over here, like we saw in September 17th, where we could full on be moving now to a bullish trend or sideways to bullish trend all the way up to 24,816, the weekly VWAP. So my conviction in the downside move is quickly waning.
Well, it didn't take long to convince you.
Well, look at that move. Look, I mean,
know,
it reversed the entire day.
We're
Look
not
at
out of
that.
the woods just yet, though. This could be a temporary retrace.
I mean, with this kind of bullish move on the candle,
Seen it
like this
before.
to you feels like a just a retrace, and then we roll over, let's say, the rest of the session.
Here's a good example. How about this zone right here back in August, where we had lots of bullish moves, including a huge bullish candle on the 22nd of August on the 2-hour, only to find that we hit the 0618 retrace and then sold off for another period of time after that.
That's
Not
what I
sure.
mean. It would be bullish for a few days up
Oh
till
yeah.
and
I'm
then
with you
roll
on
over.
that.
Yeah,
This could be a temporary retrace, back up to R1 again, which is 24,800.
that's right. 24,800. That's weekly VWAP. Perfect. So I'm going to short from there,
Which
and
would,
then I'm going to have a great
which would also
Christmas.
close today's gap. If we close today's gap and then reject off of R1, that wouldn't be surprising.
That's free money. If we get up to within a time frame to 800, 24,800, and then re-roll over down, and we have an expectation that we get to 24,160, let's say.
Yeah.
My God, what is that? How many points is that? 2,600. That'd be ticks. Sorry, 2,600 ticks. That would be unbelievable. 600 points. Yeah, 650 points. That would be unbelievable. I'll take a $10,000 move in a prop firm account and then multiply that across 5 different prop firms. I'll do
That's
it.
the idea. That's the game we're playing. Let's scale those accounts via Traders Post. All right, slow and steady to the upside. Not very big pullbacks so far.
Oh my God. That buy signal was dead on.
Nothing new from futures farming. Just waiting for a response here. I think we may just need to chat with him about rescheduling. We've already gotten through about an hour of the session here so far, just waiting to get connected. So I hate to have built up some hype, but we can certainly try this again tomorrow. Oh, cool. My automated strategy just took a long on gold.
Man, I can't believe I didn't even pay attention to gold. Yeah, that's I mean, gold now is a perma buy, given what's going on with the financial system.
No question, right?
I mean,
And it just finished this little retrace here from peak at 38.27. So this actually is a pretty good place for the automated strategy to buy. It looks like we posted a little bit of a higher low here and a higher low again on the 2-hour chart. And we're testing some moving averages here. But if this continues from here, this could be a great trade today. I mean, I'm a little concerned on the daily chart because we're really overbought on gold, and we just hit the top of this regression trend on the daily. But we could retest 3800 again. Let's see.
is your strategy is that within a prop firm account, or you can hold that long term?
It's in 2 Tradeify accounts at the moment.
Okay.
In fact, I forgot to connect the third fresh Tradeify account I just added. So it's just two of them right now. 250K accounts. I do this only with Tradeify because Tradeify has rules in their documentation that explain that you can do automated trading, but it has to be exclusive to Tradeify accounts alone. I can't do it with any other prop firm.
What was the prop firm you were saying that potentially allows for swing trading? Was it Elite?
Elite Trader Funding, yeah, their DTF accounts allow you to hold overnight and over weekends. So you could technically just hold a micro or a couple micros over a longer period of time, which, funny enough, is how I used to trade futures before I started becoming obsessed with prop firm accounts. So
yeah,
I held much longer periods of time.
Yeah, very different conversations now with Mike than back in the direct futures trading. It's a whole new game. This feels very much like the LAN parties I used to have as a teenager playing Halo.
Oh,
6
man, I
people
miss Halo.
on 2 TV screens,
I
just
miss Halo
having
so much.
yeah.
That's the 0618 right there on the retrace side, by the way. We're almost to 650.
Yeah. Yeah,
And it could
definitely.
certainly stop short of that. I'm watching the 8 EMA, and I might exit this long here in just a bit, just because I think it could show that we're rolling over.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
All right, locked in a little more profit, up 680 on one account, 570 on the rest. Let's see if we can get a scalp out if this starts to form a reversal. So as luck would have it, it sounds like futures farming has a dead router. So I think he's going to have to work on getting the equipment replaced. Then we'll try to reschedule our interview for another time.
All right.
Ali, I'm not on this. Neither one of us. My name is Mike. This is Tom. We are part of the Traders Post team, and we have a platform that helps you scale your prop firm trading. We had an invite out to Futures Farming today to join us for the live stream, but unfortunately we ran into some technical difficulties. So we're going to try to bring him on another time. We had kept the live stream going in the hopes that we could get it working, but it sounds like we're going to give it another try. So I'll let him know. We'll find another opening, hopefully tomorrow, maybe. We got one more trading day left of the week. Otherwise, we'll figure out another day next week. So, Tom, I think I'm ready to call it here. If there might be another reversal trade coming up here, this is actually looking pretty sweet.
I would not be shorting.
But I'm not.
Oh no, you go for your points.
10 points.
Still, we're right in the middle of like this meaty.
Yeah.
Wait, for a long or a short?
No. So I'm not doing it yet. We got to break 560 first. So I'm just watching a potential reversal form, and it's getting rejected right now. So no, I'm not getting there yet. But if we get a reversal and it breaks EVWAP, it's going to try to come back to VWAP. So that little gap that I have there is my 10 points of profit. I'll probably go for that if it happens.
I understand. All right. Well,
in any event, we'll try to get futures farming on either tomorrow or sometime next week, but definitely very soon. Appreciate you guys joining and following along as we waited to make this happen. Apologies, it couldn't happen today.
It happens. All right. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for more live trading. If you guys are interested in trying out Traders Pulse, please go ahead to and visit traderspulse.io. There's a coupon code at the bottom of the screen giving you 20% off your plan. And if you already have an account, you can get add-ons in your account for 20% off as well. So everyone gets to participate. We thank you guys for being here. And as always, we wish you happy trading.
Cheers, everyone.